Hey, what's up, Chemical Guys family? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to easily coat hard to reach trim and also share with you guys some pro tips on how to make your dressing last its longest and shine its best. But first we got to wash this car, so let's get started. Alright guys, for your first pro tip, I'm going to start off by saying that your car wash soap is not going to prep your trim. So what I mean by that is whenever you're washing a vehicle, most of the times, most of us are using pH balanced car wash soaps, which are not really strong or anything like that, which is not going to work out great for removing the embedded old dressings, any kind of oils and stuff that are still lingering on your trim. So in order to deep clean it and knock out two birds with one stone at the same time is clean your trim as you're foaming your vehicle. So right now, I just foamed the vehicle. Right now that foam, it's doing its job. It's uplifting dirt, grime from the surface of the vehicle. And in the meantime, I can clean my trim with something like an all-purpose cleaner like Nonsense. So Nonsense is great, especially when paired with a horsehair detailing brush, because this is gonna help extract all the dirt and grime from the trim. And like I said, this is gonna save you time in the long run, so you don't have to clean it afterwards. And it's very easy because you can use the added lubrication from the soap, from your snow foam, for added cleaning power. And it's also going to add as lubrication, so that way you can glide over your trim, so you can clean all the emblems like your Nissan logo and whatnot. But in this case, I'm more so focused on the plastic, because I don't know if you guys saw, but when the vehicle was dry before we started washing it, the trim was extremely neglected. And in order to really bring it back to life, we have to clean it first. So we want to make sure that there's absolutely nothing on there that's going to interfere with our bond dressing, because we will be applying the dressing to the trim. And I'm also going to make sure to get everything. So this lower part as well, I'm gonna make sure that I scrub every individual little groove and little intricate area right here in this grill. That way there's absolutely no dirt, grime, or any kind of oils from embedded old dressings on the surface. So right now what I'm simply gonna do is finish off cleaning the rest of the trim with my brush and my all-purpose cleaner with Nonsense. And then I'll be right back with you guys after I finish wiping down the rest of the vehicle, drying it up, so we can show you guys how to make your tire shine last the longest, and to show you guys how to quickly and easily apply dressing to all these hard to reach areas. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we just finished washing the vehicle. Now it's time to move on to the next pro tip for you guys, which is to thoroughly dry your trim. Now, time and time again, I always see people apply dressing to their trim while it's still wet or it still has some moisture on it. That's a big no, simply because that moisture is gonna not allow your dressing to bond and adhere properly to the material. So as you guys can see right here on the grill, on the lower part right here, it has a lot of water still on there and has a lot of moisture on it as well. And you can tell because, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you guys saw how the trim looked before we even washed the vehicle. Now it does look a little bit darker, but that's only because the water kind of nourished it, just kind of moisturized it a little bit, so it looks a little bit darker. But I guarantee you guys, once it fully dries up, you'll see just how bad it is. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use our ProBlow high-speed blower to ensure that we get all the water out from all the nooks and crannies, not only from the grills and the vents, but you know, may as well do the rest of the vehicle just to make sure that we have a full, nice deep clean and detail. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish all that up, and I'll be right back with you guys once our trim is thoroughly dry. All right guys, we're back. We finished washing the vehicle. It looks great, it's clean, it's shiny, the trim is clean, it's fully dry, and now it's time to coat. And what better way to do that than with our black on black instant dressing. Now, black on black is an aerosol based dressing that sprays a nice fine mist of dressing onto any kind of exterior intricate areas like grills, air vents, and much more. It's extremely easy to use. All you need to do is pop off the cap, shake it up, and simply spray. Now, a couple things to keep in mind before you start spraying like crazy is don't spray like crazy. Don't go crazy spraying all over the place, creating clouds of dressing all over the place, creating overspray. All you want to do is short strokes at a time. So what I mean by that is if you ever spray painted something with a rattle can, same exact process, just left to right, short strokes, don't go crazy, don't hold it down, just let me show you guys how. So all I'm going to do is simply go left to right, and as you guys can see, a little bit goes a very long way. And it's very, very fast to get into all these little intricate trim areas, especially like these on the front. I know they can be very intricate, so it's a very pain in the butt whenever you have to like do something that has a lot of texturization. And just like that, we're all done. Now, if you do happen to get any kind of overspray onto your paint, onto your glass, onto any unwanted surfaces, simply grab yourself a microfiber towel, wipe it down. It's that easy. So all I have to do is just wipe around, remove any kind of excess that may have gotten onto any unwanted surfaces, and just like that, you're all done. It's that easy. So right now what I like to do is, even though we just finished applying it and we think it's, we're gonna call it a day there, what I would recommend doing is actually waiting a couple minutes. So what I mean by that is wait about 5 minutes or so for the product to adhere, bond properly to the plastic or rubber trim. And then what you want to do, or what I recommend doing, is grabbing yourself a microfiber towel and then just simply wiping it down, and that's going to remove any kind of excess product that's sitting on the surface. So for those of you guys who ever have trouble with your dressing running down the sides of your vehicle, or your tire shine flinging off to the sides of your vehicle, one of the reasons why it may be happening is because you may have over applied the dressing onto the surface and there's excess sitting on there, which it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to stay there, and as soon as you start driving off, it's going to fling right over the place. And then as far as the trim, you get that morning dew, all that water, all that condensation. It's going to cause that excess dressing to just kind of droop all over the sides of your vehicle, and you don't want that. So that's one great way to prevent any kind of tire sting and any kind of dressing droops. I don't know if that's what you call it, but that's what I'm calling it. So we're all done here. All that is left to do is to finish doing all the rest of the intricate areas on this vehicle with our black on black instant shine. And then, like I mentioned, we're gonna go ahead and allow all that stuff to sit for about 5 minutes before we come back and wipe it down with our microfiber towel. So we're gonna go ahead and coat all the areas and be right back with you guys for the final result. All right, guys, and there you guys have it. We're all done with this vehicle. It looks great. It's washed. We cleaned it. We dried all the trim. We addressed it with our black on black instant shine, and this thing looks incredible. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a huge like. If you guys want to pick up any of the products that you guys seen on today's video, you can pick them up directly on our website, chemicalguys.com, or you can swing by your local detail garage store. As always, my name is Joey. This is Chemical Guys Detail Garage. We'll see you next time.